We are back for another Let's Learn. This week is going to be kind of double duty. So we have the Random Mal 2025 that we are working on. Now in January, the stitch was the granny square and the color was blue. It's now February. So February is the stitch is the Herringbone Half Double Crochet and the color is yellow. You can choose whatever shade of the color that you want. You can make whatever it is that you want. I wish I could tell you what I'm making, but we're going to save that as a surprise because, ooh, it's going to be fun. So I'm actually going to be working out of my number one favorite book that we work out of every week. And this is the 500 Crochet Stitches, the Ultimate Crochet Stitch Bible. We're working on page 40. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the link to this book in the description below if you want to pick up your copy. So let's get in and get started. The Herringbone Half Double Crochet is not a stitch. I mean, it's a stitch that I've heard of, but it's not one that I'm familiar with. I've never actually done it before. And as you know, I am using all of these stitches that we're working on this year. I'm making samples. They're about 9 to 10 inches, and I'm going to be putting them together at the end of the year as a blanket, like a stitch sample blanket. I want to see for the rest of my life all of the stitches that I learned this year. So super, super excited. Let's go ahead and hop on in to work on the Herringbone Half Double Crochet. One thing to keep in mind, the stitch count is just any number of stitches that you want. And then for the base chain, add 2 more. So say I had 40 stitches, I would actually chain my 40 and then an additional 2. And then we're going to just hop right on in and get it going. Let's do this, shall we? I'm excited. Okay, so for the herringbone half double crochet, I've already got my chain made because I am making a square for my 2025 sample blanket. This month, since it's February, we're doing pink. Yeah. So I made my chain. I started with a chain of 40. Now with the herringbone half double crochet, it is any multiple at all. There's not a specific stitch count. So you just make a chain, which I made 40 chains, and then we're going to add an additional 2 chains for the base chain. Now, I'm going to be working in the back bumps because I think it's going to make it a little bit cleaner. So to do the herringbone half double crochet, we go wrap it around, and in the second chain, you skip 2 chains, and in the second, you go in here, you're going to yarn over, and then when you pull through, you're going to grab this and also pull through that. That leaves 2 loops on the hook, then you yarn over and you pull through all 2. And that is the process. Yarn over, go through. I find it easier to grab this little thing right here and pull that through. So let's do it again. Yarn over. Ooh. You're going to go through the chain, pull it through, grab this little thing, pull that through again. So it's kind of like making a double crochet, but not. Yarn over, and we're just going to do that all the way across. Let's do it again. Pull it up. So you've got 3 loops on your hook. Then you're going to grab this, twist it, and pull through like that. Yarn over, and then pull through the other 2. Yarn over, go through, pull it up, grab that. Okay. It is kind of a pain in the butt, not gonna lie, but I think it's really pretty. And oh, Marty, pull that through, over and go through. More yarn. Yarn over, through the loop, pull it up, grab that piece, and then finish. Through, grab that. Yarn over, pull it through. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this first row. Go ahead and pause if you'd like, and I will meet you back here when we are done with this row. Okay, so I am towards the end. I still have a few stitches left, but I wanted to come back early because, like, you'll notice I'm doing the back bumps, and that's really a personal thing. You don't have to work in the back loops. I find it because of the project that I'm creating this for, it's going to be easier and cleaner edge for me to actually put it together. So I am making a sample blanket. I'm making these squares about 10 inches, and then I'm going to put them all together so that I can, there's row one, so that I can create a sample blanket of all the stitches that I've learned this year. I hope y'all are following along with me. It would be really, really awesome at the end of the year to see what you have created with all of these stitches that we're learning. I'm super, super stoked about it. But that is row one. Now, row two, all we're going to do is chain two. That counts as the first double crochet. We're going to skip one and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to yarn over, pull that through the first loop, yarn over again. So yarn over, let me slow down because I'm getting ahead of myself and I'm getting excited. Yarn over, go through the stitch, pull up a loop. You've got three, pull that through the first one. Now, like I said, for me, it is so much easier trying to get it through that first loop if I hold on to it, because like my yarn splits. I don't know if yours does, but if I hold on to it, it gets it out of the way so that it's easier for me to, slip it in there. Ooh. I'm so excited about this Random Out 2025. So the herringbone half double crochet is the stitch for February. The color is yellow, and we are just working every month a new stitch and a new color. Ooh, stuff. Anyway, a new stitch and a new color every month. Now, what you decide to create, whether it's a shawl, a blanket, a I don't know, scarf, whatever it is that you decide to create is completely up to you. But each color and each stitch is, you know, consecutively built on top of one another. So last month, the color was blue and the stitch was the granny stitch. This month, the color is yellow and the stitch is the herringbone half double crochet. The thing that I love the most about this random out is that number one, it is completely random. And also because you have complete freedom, even though, yes, it was blue. Ooh, no, 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 Marty. Come on now. It was blue last month. You can choose any shade that you want. So, for instance, mine was a bright royal blue. So that was February. I mean, sorry, that was January. February is yellow. So I am still rolling with the bright color. Some people might want to do something different. I'm just really excited about all that. So this is actually a one row repeat. So row two, we're just going to keep repeating every single row. And once you get the hang of it, it actually goes by pretty fast. I just have to remember to grab that little loop so that I can get that done. All right. We are doing the darn thing, y'all. Woo, woo. Oh, look. Don't you love it when yarn just does whatever it wants to do? That's just sweet. As if dog hair in my hair isn't enough to get caught, the yarn has to have its own little fuzz. It's fine. We're fine. It's all fine. Oh, I have literally talked through this entire row. That's great. That's perfect. So that is the end of row two. So for every row after this, oh, that's going to be beautiful. For every row, we're just going to repeat row two, which is at the end of the row, you chain two, you skip that first and immediately go into the next. So chain two, yarn over, skip this first stitch, and in this one, pull up a loop, grab your little thing, and then finish it up. Pull up a loop, grab a little thing. So every row, chain two, turn, skip that first stitch because that chain two does count as the double crochet. No, as the half double herringbone half double crochet. I can't talk today. And then you just continue to work all the way across. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and meet you. Let me do it one more time slow. We're yarn over, pull it up, grab that, slip that through, yarn over, and pull it through the last two. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this square, and I will meet you right back here when I'm done. It's all done. Y'all, look at how beautiful this stitch is. OMG. Do you know how I am absolutely stunned at how pretty this is. I'm trying to no, I'm designing a dress for my son's wedding, and I need something stabilizing around here. I want it to be kind of lacy, and I think I'm going to use this. What do you think? Just right around here because it's going to be, lacy and pretty, but this will give it a little bit more structure, but it's so freaking pretty. So pretty. Let me know in the comments what you think about this stitch. Um, because I find it to be very, very pretty. It's just enough texture. It's not overdone. It's not lacy, but it's not too thick either. It's just, honestly, I think it's one of my favorite stitches. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next week with another Let's Learn.